Hi guys, hope you're doing well. Welcome back if you're returning. We have another trailer. It's the final trailer for Jungle Cruise. And I've seen a trailer for this before, wasn't super excited. So I'm excited to see how this trailer, is different. So let's just hop right in. I hope it does well because I love Dwayne and I love Emily Blunt. I love Emily Blunt. Again, reasons why she should be Invisible Woman. She can do action scenes.
My name is Dr. Lily Howard. My brother and I are looking for passage upriver.
What's out there in the jungle
Dolphin!
for a vacation?
Well, I'm not here for a vacation. Legend has it that there is a tree that possesses unparalleled healing power. It will change medicine forever.
You need someone to help you find it. Here we go.
Sometimes it just needs a bit of a...
Nobody touches my engine with me. What did I just do?
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do this together.
Haven't you been dreaming about adventure?
She was always chasing after some far-fetched idea. There's no such thing as curses.
Oh, that feels very Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh,
And Ken,
I love her hat.
wanna turn back?
No, just getting started.
Of course it's from Disney. Oh, she looks so good. Oh. Yeah, it's very Pirates. Which I'm not mad about. They needed something new that wasn't Pirates. I don't know if this is it, though. How did it get that much propulsion to jump over a building and miss a missile? What? I mean, fuck it. I'll watch it. Again, Emily Blunt, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. How could I not? But, again, I'm partially excited because of the actors. But I'm worried that this is going to feel very Pirates of the Caribbean, which was also a movie franchise based off of just the ride. And then they had fun with it. And then it became a sensation. And then it kind of exploded and died. And I feel like this has similar energy, but it's a little more kiddish. And I felt like Pirates had a cool edge to it. And this doesn't feel edgy enough. I'm still kind of excited again because it's Emily Blunt. I really like her. I'm excited to see her in A Quiet Place too. I like some of this action stuff. I think it's very fun. It's just a little too I think what was also great about Pirates is that it was very dirty. They just look so clean. And it doesn't make sense. They're in this moggy sort of swamp, rainforest, whatever, jungle, because it's the Jungle Cruise. But it's they look pretty clean. And I just look how I remember Elizabeth and even the Pirates and even Will Turner, they were just kind of dirty and it just felt a lot more lived in. This feels like props and sets and a little bit too CGI. I also think Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson stands out a little too much. Emily Blunt just blends into this role. I love it. I think it's great. I'm so excited for her. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson does not really fit in this role that he is in. I mean, he looks good. I actually think he looks pretty adorable. I love these suspenders for him. And I think they have good, repartee. But there's something about, he just looks a little too, almost like Popeye, aga-gaga. Or I don't know, I don't know, he has these suspenders. He has a little hat. It's just so Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to not be, in, a really tight shirt or, have no sleeves. And it's so funny, to see him. He almost just seems like a cartoon character brought to life. And it's a little distracting. And I feel like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is a fine actor. It's just, I feel like Disney picked him, but they didn't pick him because he was good for the role. I think they picked him because, it's Dwayne Johnson. Let's get him in here. We can't have him in a superhero movie because he's already going to be Black Adam in the DC Warner Brothers stuff. Warner Media, whatever. So it's well, you have to get him into some sort of Disney franchise so we look competitive. I guess. I don't know. That's just how I'm thinking about it. The more I see like the history of this. I know it's probably been in the works for a while. I love the sweater. I love that her collar is like popped. He looks very posh. I'm excited to see their characteristics. They're not featuring the brother a lot. So I'm worried he's just gonna die, or he wasn't good. I don't know. I'm like, it just seems odd. And also, he's not like a name actor. Like, who is that? Dwayne with Emily Blunt, and then they're unlocking this thing in the water. These things look insane. They're like very CG. And yes, Pirates of the Caribbean, when they had like the skeleton scenes, were very CG. Everything with Davy Jones on the octopus head, very CG, but like everything looked really gritty. So I felt like it looked good because it looked like really awkward. But I think part of it was like they had some animatronics going on. Not like all of it. Or not animatronics, but like prosthetics and like, you know, they did cool shit. And I feel like here, this is just like a CGI icky thing for the sake of a CGI icky thing. Like, look at this guy. That looks straight out of Pirates. It's just a ghost pirate with snakes. It looks like Blackbeard. And this doesn't look very good. This looks very CG. So it took me out of the movie quite a bit. Why the fuck is this thing made out of bees? Is this like a curse? Is this like something that the Tree of Life has done? Like, I don't understand the mystical aspects. And I don't ever think I've been on the Disney's Jungle Cruise ride. I've definitely been on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, but I don't think I've ever been on the Jungle Cruise. Or if I have, this almost just looks like unrecognizable. And I know after they made the Pirates movies, they, I think, customized the ride more to reflect the movies. Like, they added Johnny Depp. I don't think he was in it. Or they added Jack Sparrow, I should say. I don't know. This looks so strange to me. I'm excited for these guys. And I don't think, I have a feeling they're not going to be in it too long, and that sucks. But I love the design. I love the bright red and orange and these, like, really pretty, like, green feathers. And it looks very lush and cool. And maybe that's the origin of it, but I hope, like, we flash back to that more than once. Again, I love this hat. I think she looks very cool. She looks very stylized and just very good for this role, because I know, like, she did a pretty good job doing research and, like, looking the part for Mary Poppins Return. But, like, it didn't really go well in the box office and no one really cared. So, yeah, I mean, it's also, like, how do you compete with Julie Andrews? You can't. Even with Lin-Manuel Miranda's help. And I don't even know if he helped much. I never actually saw Mary Poppins Returns, so I can't make a comment. But people were like, the song that he wrote didn't really add much, and he just seemed like he was just playing Alexander Hamilton. And it's like, that's not the point. So I'm excited for these sets. These look very cool. This feels very National Treasure to me, which I watched, I think, kind of recently. Those are guilty pleasure movies for me. I wish they made a third. The second one was so fun. And I don't know what happened. Oh, this thing. This is pretty good CG because it's not really moving a lot. But then they pop into this, and it's like, ay, ay, ay. The way that guy moved was really weird. I guess it's like a snake, and I guess he's made of snakes or just branches. This cheetah looks really CG. And obviously it's like, we're not gonna have a real cheetah or leopard pounce on Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but like, I wish they did just took a little more time. Like, couldn't they take a model from the Lion King movie, even though people were like, it's too realistic looking? But like, we need something realistic to look good with these real life people. When everything was CGI, it was fine, kind of. Again, I didn't see that one because I was like, you can't compete with the first one. Even if you have Beyonce. They had fucking Beyonce, and I didn't want to watch it because I was just so triggered. She looks so charming. I'm so excited to see her do this role, and I hope, like, she does more with Disney, because I think she's a good fit. Again, despite what happened with Mary Poppins Returns. Like, I guess this is just, like, stereotypical bad guy. Evil Russian Nazi man. I don't know. And again, like, this whole thing was ridiculous, and it's so CG, and like, ay. It's just kind of, I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I don't know if you can do the Premier Access thing where you pay $30. I don't know if that's an option for this one. I definitely don't want to pay $30. I'm tempted to pay $30 for Cruella, because I've heard Cruella's fun. And I know this is gonna be fun, but it's gonna be fun in a different way. That's more childlike. Cruella was like edgy, and I love Emma Stone and I love Emma Thompson, so I want to see that more. What did you guys think? Let me know down below. Like and subscribe if you want more reactions. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one, okay? Cheers and goodbye!